glutes, hamstrings, and calves. Let me show you my leg day number 2. All right, guys and girls, here we are at Elite Thursday, and I know I've been telling you I've been rotating back and forth between a overall leg day and then a hamstring and glute focused leg day. And that's exactly what you're gonna see here. You're gonna see the hamstring, glutes, and I do a little bit of calves and adductor. This secondary leg day for me is in an effort to improve my glutes and also really take emphasis in recovery away from my quads, which is a strong body part, and kind of put those on maintenance. So follow along, I'll show you why and how I did everything. Exercise number 1 in rotation is gonna be the seated leg curl. And if you notice here, I have the seat belt on. That is just to keep my back, specifically my low back, pinned to that back pad before I get no arch and drive out of it. So with this, I have the stack on there, and I'm just doing as many as I can. I think that was like 9, 9.5, 10.5, I don't remember. But the end result there is I did 3 to 4 months, 2 fill sets, and then we hit this top end set where I'm just trying to get as many as I can with perfect range of motion, really squeezing my hamstrings. Next up is the back off. And with this, notice how I'm really exaggerating that stretch or the lengthening position of this motion. And then when I come back, I'm getting a full 1 to 2 count contraction. So again, that's not a 2-second count. It's more of like a 1-1 and then a 2-2 all the way up until I just literally miss. So I think I got 10 plus there. And that felt so good. My hamstrings were beyond pumped with that top set and back off. Next up is a volume-based lying leg curl. So all I did here was I started with 80. I did a set of 15, which we did not get on film. Then we did a set with 100 for 12, which we did not film. And then this one right here is gonna be my last and third set. So I do as many good full range of motion reps as I can get, and I just tackle on partials till I can't move the stack. And that was 120 pounds. So normally you see me do 150, which is the stack, or pin extra weight on there. At this point, coming off those seated leg curls, I did not need that much weight, and I really wanted to focus on just crushing my hamstring. Next is gonna be a transition between hamstrings and glutes. So I'm gonna get some glute and some hamstring. So I'm starting with the calves glute bridge on this Nautilus piece, where I'm just trying to do glute bridge, squeeze my glutes, not NOT, get a full range of motion. This is not sinking my hips down and back. I'm really working the half of the top of the range here to get a full glute contraction. Then immediately I'm gonna come over and do the RDL and the power squat. So with this, I'm working specifically the mid-range. So if you look here, I'm not coming all the way up and I'm not going all the way down to like say where my torso was gonna be parallel to the floor. I'm working that mid-range to keep all the tension on my glutes. With this superset, it works beyond well because it hammers my glutes. So I'm getting all the contraction with the 4 plates on the glute bridge, and then I'm coming over doing 3 plates, which for me on this power squat is a moderate load for RDL. And I told Chaz, let's see if I can get 10. He goes, okay, 20, right? And that's exactly what I did. And I told him after that, like, just that little superset of where I am still getting some hamstring in there with the RDL, but my glutes were so pumped after that, like I could have walked away from glutes, but I wanted to get another fully shortened exercise, which you'll see next. Final glute exercise of the day is gonna be the rounded back hyper. So with this, I got a 50-pound dumbbell after doing 1 fill set, and all I'm thinking about here is fully shortened glute. If you notice, I'm thinking about all contraction here. This is not a lengthening exercise. This is all about shortening my glutes. So the goal here is to represent or get as close as I can to when I'm hitting a back double bicep, a back relax, like making my glutes fully shortened and getting all those striations and detail and just thick glutes on stage. That's what I'm after here. So I did 10 with the 55-pound dumbbell. Then I just dropped that and I tucked my chin aggressively to my collarbone, round my upper back, and I'm doing as many reps as I can with my body weight. I think it was like right at 10, but by the end I feel like I was just flailing around. But With this exercise, guys, mirror my form, squeeze the glutes. If you do this right, you should not feel this in your lower back at all. All right, on to adductor. With this, you know, in my mind, like, you cannot have too thick of adductors, and specifically since I don't barbell squat anymore, like, I need something to target my adductors every week. So with this, I do volume. And again, I told Chess 20 to 25. He goes 30, right? And I was like, yep. So I did 30 on the first set. Then I went up in weight and did, I think it was like 23 and a half on my second set there of adductor. Now, what's interesting is the next leg session I do with my total leg day, I'll actually go heavy and pin weight to this thing. But for my secondary leg day, I do volume-based adductor work. And the last thing here to finish up the leg day is, normally I don't do calves on leg day, but since I've been coaching football, my Achilles tendon have been super tight because I'm running like an idiot. Well, guess what? Running at 260 pounds doesn't feel like it did when I was 180. So my Achilles have been super tight. So I want to just get in here on the donkey calf raise, not go heavy, but I want to get a full stretch and really lengthen out everything on my lower body. So with this, I just did 2 sets of 15 on the donkey calf raise, and I supersetted that with sets of 20 on the tibia raise. So again, a little cool superset there, back and forth. I'm not rushing between the two. I just want to calf and tibia pump, and I accomplished that with 2 sets, and that's all I needed. There you have it. Hamstring glute focus today for me in the off season. Again, it's a minimalist volume approach, as I've been showing you with the previous workout. I came back from the week off, and I'm telling you, like, I'm so dialed and connected to my muscle right now. Like, it just feels great. Like, I was beyond pumped with one exercise of each body part. And to me, that's always a good sign that I know that my food's on point, my water's on point, my rest recovery is. So, and then also exercise selection and execution, right? But those are always kind of staples of my program. But, you know, if you're out there and you're in off season and that you don't get that feeling and sensation, I really challenge you to look at your nutrition, look at your rest, look at your body work, like all the things that would contribute to you not having that sensation of feeling, because as an advanced level bodybuilder, like, we should be able to connect to our muscle and connect to it fast. So what we'll have to do is we'll film the next leg day where it's a little bit of everything. So how this other leg day for me works is I'm going to do a leg curl, a heavy adductor, then I'll do leg press, some kind of squatting variation, whether that be the true squat, the belt squat, the hack squat, and then I'll finish with some kind of single leg lunge or Bulgarian split squat or something that's going to target my glutes one side at a time. So if you look at those back-to-back weeks, it's been really fun for me because I've been able to take 2 separate focuses, and then also my quads actually aren't getting worse, only training them every other week. So we'll follow on. I don't know if I'll be able to maintain this through a prep because it might make my OCD go a little too crazy, but for right now in the all season, when I'm specifically trying to grow my back, improve my glutes, make my arms bigger, like, I'm going to pull back on some quad training and at least put that on pause. So if you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Crud TV.